Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Fiorenza. Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me on.
I have been so excited for this. I haven't been able to shut up about it. I've told everyone that you've been coming on. And I was speaking to one of my friends, and you're going on her podcast tomorrow.
Yeah,
on the bus.
Well, I had to reschedule for next week.
No!
Yeah.
She was so excited.
Yeah, so we're doing it next week.
Okay, so it's to be on the bus.
Both of them are going to be my first ever podcast. Well, this is my first podcast, so thank you.
You're so welcome. I want to thank you because my friend Zara, who does To Be on the Bus, everyone can go check that out. It's really good. She was telling me that she had a little Zoom call with you and that you've not done anything in the media yet.
No.
I feel honoured.
I know, because I think since like the show came out and stuff, like my anxiety's just been up
I
there.
can imagine.
So I was just like, anything that was like coming through like press wise, I was just like, no thanks.
So why, like, this isn't me trying to like get you to blow smoke up my arse, but like, why me?
Well, because I think a podcast is like, it's more chill, it's more like, I don't know, I like to chat shite, so like I can do that here.
You've come to
and like
right
I think
place.
I'm at a point now that like the show is like, it's like after the last 2 episodes came out and like it's leveled out a bit, I feel more chill and I'm like, my weight's lifted, so like I feel like I can just be me again.
Well, let's acknowledge
I can relax.
I Kissed a Girl, which is the better and healthier version of Love Island.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I binged it. I lapped it up like a dog in heat. I love
wish they
it.
released it all the one time.
Yeah, well,
Do you know
I
what
actually
mean?
ended up watching it all at the same time.
Oh, because
yeah.
Because
Because
you weren't there from the start.
I wasn't there from the start. I'm really, 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 really,
But you're
really
here now,
sorry,
so
but
sorry.
I'm here now. And you know what's really funny? I got asked to go on it. And I screenshotted the message to show you. A girl called Char or Shar.
Oh, I love her.
Oh,
She was
okay.
the person that messaged me though.
Okay.
But yeah, because that's I can't like, I feel like everyone got asked. To be
yeah,
honest.
I
Like,
got asked and I was like, I don't really think that's my thing. And also, like, I was really straight at the time and I was like, maybe, but I was like, no, don't do it.
That's so funny. I wonder how they find the people.
Yeah,
to
I
go
know.
on. Like,
She was like, oh, you give off like really huge bi energy. And I was like, I'll take it. But she, I ended up recommending someone else for her who didn't end up going on the show. She was like, do you know anyone? And I was like, yeah, here's someone that might work out for you. But yeah, I'll show you the message after because I was screaming. I was like,
can't
I need
believe
to tell
that.
her. I know.
I wonder how many people they actually like messaged, because even someone in my work now has been like messaged to go and I Kissed a Boy.
That's mad.
I know.
So let's talk about the show. When did you get asked and how long did it take to get on the show? Like, what were the hurdles you had to go through?
So I got asked probably like July. Got a message and then like I had never heard of I Kissed a Boy before. So I had like the phone call, whatever, and like checked out I Kissed a Boy first to see what it was about, and like I was still like saying to my friends, I was like, this doesn't seem like real or not, like can't really tell, because obviously it's people that are messaging are from these like not like these like official accounts. It's just like, because obviously when you got a message, like it's just a random
Yeah, I just
person.
thought it was spam.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was going down to London to do like the next step of it.
Did they invite you? Did they pay for you to go down?
Yeah,
Oh,
so like
okay.
I just went down on the train and then back up in the same day, just to like do another like interview, and then like I was just like going with it and I didn't realise like what was actually going to happen. And then suddenly I get a call being like, we want you on the show. Like after like I think I went down to London maybe twice.
What did you say? You're
So
like,
you go down and it's basically like they set up like a laptop with like that's filming it, and you're just like getting asked questions, I guess, but I'm just talking about myself really, and like it's not really like, it wasn't scary or anything.
it's
at
not like
first.
Love Island, like, I just love to play women for a living and all that stuff. And they're like, I love to break hearts.
Well, some people might have said that in their thing,
Yeah,
I don't know, but
probably.
like I can't remember exactly what we got asked, but it was like more just like me chatting about my type in women, like my life, what I do, and then I think that gets like that got filmed and then they send it off. I guess like the producers watch it or something, and then they chose their favourites. So then I got a phone call and then they say they want me on the show, and then say like you have to be available like the full of September. So you go down.
So I quit my job.
I did. So I was working for my dad at the time as a chef.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. So I said I'll be back. Like, obviously you don't know when you're gonna be back home because like you don't know how long you're gonna be out there for, or if even you're gonna be on the show because you get flown out to Italy, but that didn't necessarily mean that you're definitely going to be on. They could choose someone else.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean? So like I'm sure that they had some people that like got flown out that didn't actually make it on, and I'd love to know who they are. Because like that's like
we'll put a call out. Yeah. Anyone that got flown out. Yeah.
Because honestly, because see like you get flown out, right, and you have to isolate. So imagine having to do all that isolating in a hotel.
You're not leaving your phone, are you?
No, isolation period you are.
Okay.
But when you get in the show, no. But
when you isolate, like, what do you do?
So it was like we're just in our room.
You not have to go like to the pool? Or?
Well, we got to like maybe leave like for like our walk. To, like,
that's kind of fucked up.
A scheduled walk. Like,
that sounds really problematic.
Because half the girls were in one hotel and half of them were in another one.
Yeah, but you're allowed like fresh air and sunlight.
No,
like,
no, so we had a wee like back garden bit, and like I would like put my chair like
you're
as far
like
as I can into the sun that I could, so I could get like a wee tan before like going on the show. But we had like scheduled walks, so like.
Like this sounds like a prison.
No, they gave you. We got our food brought to. Well, yeah, I guess that's like a prison.
They're a little flap in the door.
No, literally, like you come to the door with like whatever food like they. Sometimes we get to go out to the buffet and like choose our own, but
what a treat!
We'd take turns with each of the girls, so we weren't ever crossing paths. So that's why I had to do the scheduled walks, and then like. I got to use the gym at one point. There was like an outdoor gym, but I had about like half an hour doing like the wee thing, you know, something like that or whatever. Yeah. So then,
so how long were you in isolation for before you got brought on the show?
I think it was 7 days.
Okay, that's a lot.
But some people were obviously that came in later into the show were there for way longer.
Okay.
But also, you don't get to know if you're going to be like from the start until like I guess a few days into isolation.
Okay.
They didn't tell us until like a few days in whether like you were going to be someone going in as the original casting or like later on, and I'm so glad I got to go in from the start because like as much as I did like get around a wee bit like,
yeah, we're gonna get into that.
Like, I still like cannot like if someone's got someone, I'm not going to interfere with that. I can't do that.
Oh, really?
No, I'd be too shy.
Well, how did you feel going in then? So knowing that you were going to go in from the start and like the lead up to it, and obviously like you walk out next to the pool, you kind of like see each other across the pool and you're staring and you're like, oh my god, we're about to fucking kiss.
I know. That was like, it was so nerve-wracking because before that, we all were in a wee like, what are they called? Like marquees. There was all individual marquees, right? Like is that what we call them? Just like the shelter things in the sun. We're all in individual ones of them with headphones on and blindfolds, right? So no cancelling. And then we'd get taken up to like. So I came from behind a tree, and like up until then I had headphones and blind. And
was your heart not like racing out your chest?
Yeah, because you're having to get. Guided by two people, like, and I'm like walking down like up wee like things and that. Do you know what I mean? You don't know where they're gonna trip over. They're gonna make you walk into a wall. But that was, I can't even like, I have very bad memory, so like I can't remember exactly like how I was feeling. It feels like when I feel like I'm anxious and I look back on it, I see it as a blur.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
your brain's like done something to protect yourself.
It's like jump. Yeah. But I can't remember exactly how I was feeling. But I remember like that was probably the most anxious like I've ever been, because you don't know who you're gonna get matched up with, and some people have said like thought maybe it was like a wee like not a scam, but like, you know, you did actually get to speak to them before and stuff, but it was nothing like that. Like you don't see them until you start walking. So as soon as like the camera's switched on and you're walking, that's the first time
oh my god
you're seeing them. But like, yeah, I feel like you can proper from the first episode. I was kind of like cringing at myself because I can see my nerves coming through so much.
I didn't see that.
But see, my friends have said that and that because that stuff because like I guess like it's only you yourself that can notice it, and I'm like noticing.
No, I just saw you
shaking.
come out as confident.
Really?
And like you were like pure like buzzing to be there. I was loving it. I was like, go up! And then I found out that you were from Glasgow and I was like, yes! Which was really, really
people
exciting.
Thought at the beginning I had like an accent that I was like, because I feel like people hear my name and they automatically think like an Italian accent's going to come with it.
Yeah, I
it's
did
like,
think that.
It's just me.
So are you Italian?
Yeah.
Where are you from in Italy?
I don't know.
Oh right, okay.
So like I don't know. I'm more French than Italian.
You're more French. I'm French.
Are you French?
Yeah, my mum's
What
French. Do you know like the Dordogne region of France, like above Toulouse? Do you speak French?
No.
Oh, okay. On va pas parler en français alors.
I would love to speak French, but my family's from like Cannes.
Yeah.
Down south.
Yeah.
So my nana is French, and like she met my grandpa when they were like very young, and like he's the one that's Italian, but I think he's from Scotland as well. So I think he was born in Scotland, but then moved to France with me. I actually don't know.
That's such a fun mix.
But I don't know like the actual like the exact places. All I know is like the French part, because like I feel like that's why I'm like more French than Italian, because my nana's like fully French. My grandpa's like half Italian.
And then you lived your little Italian summer.
Yeah, I did.
How cute.
I know, that was like my second time being to Italy as well.
So what did you think of the house when you saw it? Were you like, this is insane?
Oh, it was so nice.
Like,
but it's like
so nice.
It's like it's such a weird setup because like our bedroom is just a bit like it's just a house.
Oh,
like the bedroom, like see where the beds are, like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
just the one room.
okay.
Like I don't know if like, because I obviously when I'm watching the show I'm looking at it from like the perspective that I was in the place, but it's like everything's like separate. So like the kitchen's like out in the garden. I don't know if you can like tell, and then the lounge is like outside, but like our bedrooms were all just in this like one, like I don't know what you'd call it.
So you weren't really in the villa?
It's not even a villa.
Oh.
It's,
it looks really weirdly
I know,
set up.
I know, because I think part of the building...
And there's two pools.
Yeah, so there's one pool at the front. We never got to see that until like we'd do the kiss off. So
kiss off.
we did the kiss off out the front. So we didn't go out that way. We stayed like inside. So it's like this is our wee like bedrooms. This is just it's literally you walk in. There's a big room. It's just got beds and it's got one toilet and shower. And then obviously
one toilet and one shower.
Yeah, no, we had other
right.
ones, but that in the bedroom it was one toilet and a shower, right?
Okay.
And then we had like, so where the kitchen and the lounge was, there was a house kind of like attached to it, and that's where like our dressing room was, where we stored all of our like
so
our
it really was just
clothes.
all like
Yeah, it was all over the place.
So
like,
obviously you arrive, you kiss. And then you go and meet everyone else, like as they're slowly coming in one by one.
Yeah.
What were you like? Were you like, wow, this is absolutely mad?
I was really nervous because, like, I had only like been in one relationship before the show and hadn't like dated anyone really. Like I hadn't had a lot of like experience in being single and like how to like approach people and that. Like I'm very like.
It didn't come across like that.
I'm shy with those kind of things, right? Like I feel like I don't know, like maybe like because like the girls made me feel so comfortable. Like I'm more like I don't know, got to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Kind of first, I guess. But like the first day, like meeting everyone, that was like I don't know. I think it took a while to like. Obviously, things get cut out, and you can't like. It doesn't seem like a long period of time before you like settle in.
Yeah.
But like I feel like. In real time, I feel like everyone was kind of like, it took a while to like settle in a wee bit.
Yeah, of
like,
course.
Because I
We're
think
all a bunch of strangers in this weird experiment where you don't have your phones and you don't know anyone and you're in a foreign country. Like, no wonder people are nervous. Like, that's intense.
I know, and it's
and you're
like,
getting filmed.
But you can't. I don't get like you can't like see it a lot like how nervous people were. Like I guess like I can see that more for myself because I know myself. But
yeah.
obviously it's been like filmed and edited in a good way that it looks like everyone just like settles in.
I was gonna ask, well, who did you fancy the most when you walked in? When you saw all the girls?
When I walked in,
Because it was quite quickly that you realised that your match wasn't the vibe for you.
Yeah, it was more like I'd obviously, as I said, I've only been in one relationship. I didn't really know what my type was, and I had just broken up with that girl like a few months before the show. Like, I guess that was like May, and then we started the show in September.
They turn around.
So like from May to September, that was my only like period of time living a single life since I first started ever dating. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, I feel like it wasn't a lot of time to like really figure out what my actual type is. Like, I don't really go off of looks a lot, right? Like, it's more vibes, but I feel like walking in there, Meg and Cara were most my type physically.
Everyone in there's gorgeous.
Everyone is outstanding. Like, I was shocked, right? But then, see, like, straight away, it's like like you're not like forced to like talk. You just kind of go off on yourself and like go off and like talk to who you want. So obviously, on the first night, I went and chatted to Meg.
Yeah, I saw that.
And like, I feel like I had the confidence to do that because we had just had the Pride party. And obviously we had a little drink.
Were you allowed to drink? That's what I wanted to ask. Were you allowed to drink a lot? Like a fair amount?
No. That was... I think we had 2 drinks that night.
Sure, that's enough to
we
get
got given a cocktail. We got given a cocktail, which was like the Pride party like cocktail, and then like a wine. We get to choose like a wine or a beer.
Wow.
So like, but it does taste a bit watered down, to be honest. They don't taste strong. Like, I feel like it was just like. And also when we walked in, we had a wee Prosecco. That was not real. That was fake.
Just a little bit of liquid courage that they're giving you.
Yeah.
So then you took Meg up to the terrace.
Yeah, but I think I was going off of adrenaline because that's the thing I say. Like, I'm not confident in that way to that. Just
that
go up and pull girls.
Because watching you on TV, I was like, this girl has riz.
No, I was like, this is so cringy.
You came across like, no, it wasn't cringy.
No, this thing I thought was so cringy, and then like people in my work were telling me that that's smooth, or like people. Like,
you were
my
so
friends.
smooth.
And
I was like, okay. Like, especially when you're up there with Meg and you're like, look into my eyes.
But you know what? We had such a long conversation before that. I had her boots on. I was walking around in her stripper heels, like walking around.
See, this is what they cut out.
Yeah, they cut out my personality.
No, they didn't. I promise you. You came across so well. You came across so well. It's just because you're watching yourself back and you're like, oh my God, this is awful. This is so cringe. People loved you.
Yeah.
People loved you. Trust me, there's probably quite a few people in there that people didn't like too much.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. You went up there with Meg and you charmed her, gave her a wee kiss.
Yeah, so when I went up there with Meg and Leisha was there too, when we first went up, I thought like Leisha and Meg were maybe going to get together, but then I literally, obviously after Meg's performance, that's when I was like starting to get attracted to her, because I think I more go off of like,
I mean, she was breathing fire.
Yeah, so
no wonder.
Someone's like talent, someone's like when the personality starts to shine through, that's like what like attracts me. And like we were on the terrace and then we were actually chatting so much shite for so long, but you don't see that. You only see me
see what they
being
want
like,
you to see, yeah.
Take your sip or whatever I said up
look
there.
into my eyes,
yeah,
and give me your lips.
I'm lost into your eyes. Like, I swear there was so much more to the conversation. And like, yeah, so then we had a kiss on the terrace, and then
So how many girls did you kind of couple up with when you were in there? Let's name them.
Everyone thinks I've went through like so many girls, right?
I think
when you think about it, right? So with Demi,
you started with Demi.
I started with Demi, but I didn't choose to be with Demi. That was initial coupling, so that doesn't count.
Yeah,
right?
that doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I will
with
say that.
Meg, right? I moved on to Meg, but she moved on to me too, and nobody said she's moving on. Meg didn't even tell Amy that she had the kiss with me. I told Demi, and Demi told Amy. Amy and Meg never had to have the conversation that they weren't going to work out. It kind of just was like known. But I still went to Demi and said, you know what, this is what I'm feeling.
What's going on.
I've kissed Meg. I went with Meg, but like, I feel like people seen that in a player way because I put it on her, but she put it on me. Who like is it?
No. I get it.
Tango.
And also, people need to remember this is reality TV, and we're seeing an hour, not even an hour, like 49 minutes of what they choose to see.
24 hours.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally get it.
So went with Meg, and then we coupled up at the kiss off.
Mm-hmm. How awkward were the kiss offs?
Oh, they're actually not that awkward.
Really?
I think they're more like they're very scary.
Okay.
They're more scary than awkward.
And you've got Danny Minogue looking at you.
Yeah, because it's very
She's
intense.
so hot.
Like,
Oh my god.
when she came in every single time with whatever fit
The
she was wearing,
outfits.
like
I was like,
she looked,
what the hell?
it didn't look real. She didn't look real, especially like how we never really saw her like proper close with us.
She was just away in the distance. You're like,
in a distance, like you can look but you can't touch. But anyway,
yeah. So
I was
kissed off with Meg.
Yeah, it was with Meg, and then that night we like coupled up. We had our bed together, and then the next day, that's when I got to properly know her. And like it just wasn't.
And you were like, nah.
It wasn't really going anywhere, and I feel like you can't. Like,
if you don't have that instant connection,
yeah, and
I get it.
it does seem like quite fast for me deciding like it's not there, but I feel like you can know that straight away. Like,
I mean, like that's how
not
people
obviously straight because
go on
like,
first dates, and you realise on the first date this person isn't for me.
yeah, and like see when me and Meg had the chat in the terrace, like this was me getting to know her for the very first time.
Yeah.
And then the next day there's like a more relaxed setting. It's like the adrenaline's kind of like dissipated a bit.
Mm-hmm. And then
And,
like
like,
it
it just-
after Meg.
After Meg, I guess it was Amy a little bit.
I love Amy.
Amy's such a sweetheart. isn't
So
she?
fucking obsessed with that girl. I love her so
No,
much.
she's like.
I shipped you two guys so hard together.
This is the thing, right?
I'm still raging on your behalf. I know that you're in a relationship, but I don't give a fuck.
Me and Amy are platonic soulmates. You can
I
ship
know,
it that way.
I
do you know what
completely,
mean?
and I do. I ship it that way. But when I was watching the show, I was like,
I think we just work too well as friends.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you actually.
it was like, I don't know how to explain it. There was just like when I was watching it, and like you were like, no, like this is what I want, and she was like, Fiorenza, you've had your moment, and you went for Beth, and then Hannah's later, and it just, oh my god, I felt like someone had ripped my heart out my chest, and like
That was like a movie. That whole.
it was
That whole.
it was.
Yeah,
and see when she
ordeal.
was like, Hannah.
Do you know when I
I
watched
was
it
so
back? I didn't realise how upset I was. I
was
think, but
so
it was more
sad.
like it's everything. I think, see, when the time was coming, you know, you can already sense who's going to choose who because you can just get a vibe off of like who's like chilling around that person more.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
I already kind of knew in my head, and I was like, I was getting ready to like just accept that like she's going to choose Hannah, but like I was still happy because I was like. It was
Goes and punches a wall.
No,
I'm so fucking happy.
I'm happy about that. No, it was more just a mixture of everything because it was an intense kiss off, right? Like it was coming near the end, right? That was the second last kiss off. Like there's other emotions that's not just to do with the show. You have
Yeah, of
everything else. You're
course.
still still human. Do you know what I mean?
And you're leaving like all the pals that you've made and stuff.
Exactly, and
But-
like I think that was settling in that I knew that was going to happen as well.
I was so gutted that you left, by the way. Genuinely.
I was going to.
Yeah, like you were just so class in the show. Like I just, it was so, and also I think it was like having a Glasgow girl. Oh, there was Hannah as well, but you're like the OG Glasgow girl. I was like,
Yeah, I am the Glasgow.
you are the Glasgow.
I am Glasgow.
You are Glasgow.
I feel like that was a very intense kiss off. Like
it was.
and looking back, I just find it funny how like emotional I was, and I feel like I don't know.
Especially now you're in a relationship, you're like, that's so funny.
I know that's what
so
I'm like,
ridiculous.
but I'm also like looking back at myself and I'm like, oh, because like I feel like since that show, like I've changed so much. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've grown so much since then. It's not been like a very long period of time since the show.
Yeah, but you're still young. How old are you?
22.
You're 22.
Aye, what is you?
I'm 23.
Well, I'm going to be 23, 30th of June.
I'm going to be
Everyone wish
24,
me happy
24th
birthday.
of November.
Well,
You're young.
that's not that. That's literally.
Yeah,
like,
no, you're literally
that's
you're
literally 2
young.
years. That's literally 2
No,
years.
you're literally a year younger.
That seemed young.
No, not at all. That's why I'm
Yeah.
surprised that you're 22. Purr.
You sound like a fart there. I promise it was a chair.
Sorry, back to you leaving, me being really gutted. But also, like, there was so much else happening. And see the last episode. Who would have fucking predicted that?
No, I didn't even know what happened.
See, when I saw Meg,
yeah,
her pooey face.
I literally, like,
that was a crazy.
I didn't remember what had happened in the last episode, because obviously when the girls left the show and like we got to chat with everyone, obviously updating me on what happened, but like, see, I had forgotten like who turned for who and that, and I forgot that like Eva didn't turn for Meg, and that was honestly that was so
crazy.
That was so sad to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I did not expect that.
Oh, she's so cute.
She just puts her heart out
Yeah,
there,
she
like, do you know
really
what I
did
mean?
put her heart out there. And then like Amy turned around and Hannah being like, nah. I was like, oh my god.
No, I know.
Poor Amy, man. She went through so much in that.
I know.
I want to actually address the strongest couple in there.
What do you mean?
Well,
What do you mean?
Naya and Priya.
Yeah.
That's
well, we're the strongest
fucking
couple.
mental. I watched her surviving Priya TikToks.
Yeah, they're quite
That
funny.
was a bit intense.
Yeah, but do you know what?
And like, sorry, the reunion as well. And she just goes, well, you know, she went and got fucking married. That's
yeah,
that.
I didn't expect her to it because I thought they were chill. I lose track of like who gets on with who and who's like. I don't know who likes each other and who doesn't. Like I'm assuming we all like each other, right?
Yeah.
But then when things get said and I'm like,
That was mental.
what's your problems?
That was actually insane. Were you were you shocked when you found out she got married?
No, because like I was a little bit shocked, but like I feel like I don't know, like that's someone's own life. Like some people move at different paces, and like if she's went to America and like, you know, met someone that's like her soulmate, right?
Yeah.
Then why not marry them? If you're going to travel that far
Yeah, valid.
and like I
It's
don't
just
know,
a bit mental.
I feel like maybe long distance things like that. It's like, well, I guess she's moved to America, so
Has
like,
she?
yeah, I'm pretty sure she lives with her wife.
Well,
See,
I
I don't
mean that
know.
would make sense, seeing as
Yeah,
they're married.
yeah.
that would check out.
Yeah, but like I feel like if you're doing long distance like that, like you're probably more likely to like speed things up like that. I don't know.
Was there anyone on the show that you didn't like?
No, I like everyone, but I guess after the show, some things. No,
How to back it up?
like see, I feel like there's not like something that I'd ever have to say bad about any of them, because unless someone does something to me, that's when it's going to be a problem. That's when like something's going to come within me that I'm not going to like this person.
Have you been media trained?
What, did I seem it?
A little bit.
I'm like,
I'm really proud. I was meant to be like, well.
no, like because there's like on the show, it's like I can't like explain how much love you have for each other on the show and how much you end up just caring about each individual person.
Like I want to be your friends.
Yeah,
like
no,
your
literally, like we
group
actually like
is amazing.
this is the thing, like how I feel like there should have been like I feel like maybe people expected more drama and stuff, but
There was none.
It couldn't physically come out of us because we loved each other so much.
You answered that question so well. Well, you know, like the love I have for the girls. You completely avoided that.
No, because there's not someone that I didn't like in there. But then you know after it, like there's like I guess been a wee thing with like Hannah, because she said enough. She's like, I don't hate the girl, but it's like there was a TikTok that she'd made. Like no, she did an interview like for Cosmopolitan, and it was like something. She was just like calling me a player, and like Thea was saying it as well. But Thea then said, I made like a wee stitch to this video. I don't know if you'd seen it. I did on TikTok, and then like I was like kind of like going off at the fact that like she called me a player when like I don't know. It was like it was a Cosmopolitan interview, but Cosmopolitan, they're not a small thing, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
And like already, I feel like we all said to each other like we don't want to draw hate towards anyone, like fuel other people's comments, and I feel like that was something that was like affecting me, where so many people were just like coming for my character and call me a player, call me a whore, a slut, everything, just because of the way I moved in the show, right?
And also people love to hate.
Yeah.
People love to hate. They're like,
People
it
love
comes
to
with
say
the territory.
something. So there was nothing that I actually like, I don't know. I just feel like all these things that were getting said, like it was like I know the person I am, and that's not me.
And I promise you didn't come across like that. Like,
Oh, some people, yeah, some people, like...
Yeah, but, like, again, like I said, people love to hate and people love to make drama. Like,
Yeah.
you were just authentic to yourself, and,
I know,
like, God forbid you just lived your life.
I was just being honest.
Yeah, and, like, literally, you were just being honest.
I think that's the thing that, like, affected me the most. And then I seen this interview on my For You page, and it was a Cosmopolitan interview, and, like, you know, she'd said, oh, Fee, she's the biggest player, she could wake up with another girl. And I seen it and I was like, that's like,
what?
I was like, that's like not a nice thing to say. Do you know what I mean? Because I was like, I would never say that in an interview about anyone, especially for Cosmopolitan. So then I stitched the video, and then I like basically said like it's a bit rich for her to say it or whatever, because like I know what I've done, I know like what's happened with her, whatever. So like I just wanted to back myself.
Yeah,
and I would never make a TikTok like that or whatever if...
But someone
like,
saying that you could just wake up in bed with another girl. Like,
yeah.
And also,
like,
you're in a relationship.
Yeah, and also that's just not me at all.
Like it's disrespectful to your girlfriend as well. Like,
exactly.
sorry, if I was her, I'd be like, who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, and even if it's like meant to be this light-hearted interview and it's meant to be a joke and stuff, like, I didn't take it as a joke. Like, but then obviously I made the video and it's kind of like... I guess it kind of like she... I guess got annoyed about me doing it, but like she said it in the TikTok first, so I'm just making a stitch.
Yeah, I think you're just backing
she said
yourself.
it in the interview first, so I just made a stitch to the video just to back myself, because I was like, if there's any time I can back myself, it's gonna be now.
Yeah.
Because like I'm not going to reply to anyone's wee comments on like social media and stuff, but when it's someone from the show doing an interview and talking about me like that, then I will say something.
No, I get that.
So when you ask me, is there anyone I don't like in the show? If there was anyone I would maybe have a wee, it would be her because of what had happened, because of that situation. But
I think that's understandable.
You can't, like, from being on the show, you can't not like anyone.
Of course, and like, look, genuinely, the way that you all came together and like your friendship, like the way that you saw it blossom on screen was incredible, and it was just like women empowering women. It was actually so uplifting to see, like, especially comparing it to like how awful and toxic and just terrible Love Island is.
Yeah,
seeing this is like, it's amazing. It's so nice. It's such a relief. It's refreshing.
It just shows
I just
what
fucking
the
love women.
lesbians are like.
And honestly,
and
it just
like,
shows how men ruin shows.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, straight up. Like, look at what they do. Look at what they do.
Like, who's actually watching Love Island?
No one. I didn't even know it was out until I saw some fucking stitch about
I see it on
Botox.
TikTok, like wee bits and bobs, but like I can't be arsed with it. I was religiously watching it up until like maybe last year.
That's not anymore. I'm bored of it now.
Yeah.
I think we should move away from I Kissed a Girl. And I want to talk about how you grew up in Glasgow. And I remember you said in a part of the show that you've had like a roller coaster with your identity. How has that been? Because I had a deep dive of your Instagram. You used to have such long hair.
Yeah.
Like mad long hair. It was so thick.
I used to, like, so I had long hair, right? And then I was always tying it up because I hated it down. I feel like it looked, I don't know, it's so thick. And I was like, I looked too, I don't know the way I thought I looked, right? So I ended up getting an undercut.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kept like, I'd cut it myself and I kept cutting it more and more at the back. So it was back of my head was like that. It was so bad. And like, so eventually I like cut my hair, which I always looked at people's, I will always save it on my Pinterest, like people's like
short hair
or mullets or whatever. And I never had the balls to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually I just like, I was going to go get my undercut like faded so it looked nicer, because I always just done it myself, just like the same length. And then I ended up just being like, can you just cut it all off?
Mm-hmm.
And I've never been the same since.
Do you feel like that was like a reset?
It literally was.
I shaved my head.
Really?
And that was a reset.
Were you bald? Like
I was
bald?
bald. I'll show you photos afterwards. Like I had like the light beaming off my
Wait,
head.
how long ago?
That must have been like 2 years ago. I shaved it to raise money for charity.
Oh, well, that's
it was a Britney moment. I decided in 2 days, had a mental breakdown, broke up with my boyfriend.
You just said it for charity.
I was like, let's do it for charity, and all my friends were like, you're unwell, and I was like, you're dumb, you can fuck off. I literally like removed everyone that I knew off of Instagram and went on private. I went crazy.
Really?
And I was like smoking so. I was off my fucking nut. And then I went, fuck it, let's do the heads. Yeah.
Why do people do that when like they're going for something to shave their head?
Well, you
do
know
you
what?
think hair holds a lot of memories?
I
That's the
think
thing,
so.
isn't it?
And then I just like, let's do it for charity. And I raised $5,500 in 3 days. So I was like, slay.
Really?
Yeah, it was mad.
And
It was really
you
mad.
donated the hair? Or?
Nah. Ugh, nah, it was like bright orange. I also like dyed it
Do you
bright
know I
orange
still
out of nowhere.
have my hair?
Stop
No,
it.
from when I got my undercut.
Is it in like a little
It's in a
Tupperware?
bag
Nice.
in my drawer.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I thought I was going to donate it, and because it's in like a pleat.
Do it.
But
You
I,
still
I
have
don't know how
time.
to do it, so I just
You
never
just
got around to it.
email like the Little Princess Trust or something
really
like
smart.
that.
I literally was going to donate it, and then I forgot about it. It's in my drawer, and then I moved out yesterday, and like a couple of days before, I was like packing up my stuff, and I found it in my drawer. And I'm like, this is like fucking 3-year-old hair just in my
I've been
drawer,
looking for you.
just in a wee blue plastic bag.
Yeah, I think it's time to move on from that, perhaps. Let go of that hair.
It holds memories.
I just look at it and I'm like, oh, Fiorenza.
No.
How was it growing up in Glasgow, though? Like,
Just chill.
Chill.
People ask me, and I'm like, there's nothing really like exciting to say.
where are you
Like,
from?
Well, I grew up in the West End,
Whereabouts?
and I was like, used to live in Highland.
Where did you go to school?
Highland.
Oh, right, okay.
Where did you go to school?
I'm not telling you. I went to a private school.
But dude, what one?
Hutchie.
What?
Hutchie.
That's
But I'm not a raging prick. Or a Tory.
That's like
Just been out
probably
there.
the worst.
Private
private
school.
school.
Oh, yeah, it's
No,
horrible.
like the best, but the worst.
Yeah, yeah,
Wanker.
yeah. Wanker. I'm a fucking wanker.
Absolute wanker.
Honestly. And I
It all
swear-
makes sense now. Okay, then.
I've seen your videos and I thought, wanker. And now it's all fallen into place. Oh,
I
she's
thought
dying.
wanker, but I didn't know why wanker, and now I know why wanker.
This is going to make a
The wanker
great
has a
little soundbite. I'm just getting abused. Let's move away from Glasgow then, since you had a nice little childhood.
No,
and
no.
nothing ever went wrong for you, I guess.
No, not like that. Just that, like, I'm meaning more towards like being queer. I don't feel like I had a lot of like struggles being in Glasgow and being queer, because I think Glasgow is a pretty safe
I feel like no one gives a
safe
shit.
place. Yeah,
No one
like,
cares here.
Obviously,
Everyone's really
yes, there's
sound.
probably a
And
lot of homophobic people, but
there's problems everywhere.
I feel like the Scottish people are too nice to probably like proper put it in your face that
yeah.
they're homophobic.
I mean, it's definitely still there, but I feel like Scotland is very safe and we're
Yeah.
very progressive in a lot of ways.
Yeah, so in that sense, like, it was like easy, I guess. 'Cause I
Okay,
didn't
well,
get
no tea
hate
there.
crime.
Moving on from that, let's talk about your band,
My
Uninvited.
band, yes.
So, how long has the band been together?
We've been together since 2020.
Okay,
So
we
that's like
COVID startup.
Yeah.
Lovely.
That's 4 years now.
That is mad.
Yeah.
So, who's in your band? I hear one of them's going out with Demi now.
Yeah, Jill. They're
I saw
gonna-
that in the reunion. I was like, no way. I went straight on your Instagram and I found out.
I think it's so funny.
That
like,
is so funny.
Yeah, so we've got Jill. They're the singer and guitarist, and
You're
then
the drummer.
I'm the
That's sick.
I'm the drummer, and we've got Taylor,
Mhm.
who is the bassist and also the singer, and we've got Alex, and they are the lead guitarist.
What's the big dream?
The big dream is to just rock it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we want to just, I don't know, I guess, like, we want to start playing bigger things. Like,
Mhm.
this year's been a bit quiet.
I also
we're-
think that like the music industry in Scotland's got no funding, it's shite, and
No,
like all the
exactly.
festivals are just dying.
Yeah, we didn't get to play any festivals this year. It's
That's
sad,
so
'cause that's the most fun part.
sad.
We're managerless right now. So we kind of,
I know a manager.
well,
We can
fucking-
discuss.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to hang out of this.
We can ganter.
We can be
whatever that is,
friends.
if that's the word. Is it
Yeah.
ganter?
I also think I might know your girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Because when I was on your Instagram, I was like, I recognise her.
Do you know what? She said, she was like, what podcast are you doing? And when I told her, she was like, I know of her.
Yeah, I know of her.
So you've not met, but you just know
No,
of
I
each
just
other.
know of her, and she's also like really hot. So it's
Yeah,
hard.
she
like,
is, actually.
it's like hard not to remember. Do you know what I mean?
Some bit, man.
But yeah, so no festivals, gigs.
Well, we had a gig at St. Luke's.
Lovely.
Like last week or the week before, and and I think we're playing like a London gig in July, but we've not got a lot of things. Like, we've more been writing a lot. We've recorded an EP, and we've not released it yet, but coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
How exciting.
But
so it's like, is your big dream to be like Glastonbury?
yeah, like I want to be like,
You
I
need to
don't
dream
know,
big.
I want
Dream big or go
main
home.
stage,
You
main
want main
stage
stage.
vibe. But like, I feel like we're at a wee standstill here because we are managerless, and like,
It happens.
I don't know, but
though.
you know what? Every cloud, because it's
I've
given
been
us time to
podcasting
like.
for 5 years.
Well, look at you now.
Look at me now. Look at that
Look at
screen.
this plant.
Look, I've got I Kissed a
Is it
Girl
real?
here.
No, but look at the plant.
Yeah,
You got
gorgeous. I've got you.
me. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going.
Making
I'm
it
going
big time,
places.
big time, man.
You've actually just made it. You can pack up and go home
Exactly. Right. See you later.
now. But yeah, like it happens. You know what I mean? You like, especially now, like the industry is so fucking hard. But you know what's making a big comeback? Girl pop.
Like, what is it?
Girl pop.
Girl pop. What's
Do you not think?
girl pop?
Pop. Girl pop.
What's girl
Like
pop?
Sabrina Carpenter,
Oh!
Olivia Rodrigo. I was like, girl, do you know music?
Wait, I thought this was like a new thing that you were like trying to.
It's a new thing that I've just made up. Girl pop.
Girl pop. I was like, girl. I didn't see it as the word girl there. I was like, girl pop.
Girl pop.
Girl pop.
Then,
yeah.
does that mean?
Yeah.
You need
Do
to
not
jump
think-
on that.
I know, but like, see, the thing is, I can't get out of my like. See, when I listen to music, this is like, see the band, right? They listen to the music that we should be playing, and like the inspirations that they have. They can get inspired through so much through the music they listen to because it relates to what the type of music that we play. Me, I listen to 2010s music, pop. Like I really have.
But take inspiration from that and then write a summer girly pop banger.
Well, we've got a few.
Oh my god, I'm so
Got a
excited.
few songs brewing.
Okay, stunning.
Yeah, because we're always just like, the other day we literally were meant to be doing stuff for like making content for one of our songs coming out, like, and we done a cover of Karma's a Bitch.
Karma's a
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
I
you
should have known better. How are we with our head? I'm like, girl, you're gonna break your neck.
I seen Jojo Siwa at Hoopla Festival. She was so good.
Did you meet her?
No.
She's
I think she's a wee bit
iconic.
untouchable, unobtainable, but she was
You
so
never
good.
know.
And-
I have big hopes and
Well,
dreams for you.
she got one of Amy's dyke rings. You know
Shut
the
up.
rings
Yes,
that Amy.
I want one of them.
Amy, Jojo Siwa got one, but like
I fucking love that
I don't
girl.
know how she
No,
got
not
it.
Jojo.
Like, but
Amy.
yeah,
I'm
Amy.
obsessed with Amy. Honestly, can you please tell her that I say hi?
I don't know.
I just think she's like the coolest person ever.
Linkies up.
I'm obsessed. I think she's absolutely fucking amazing.
No, she is. Oh, love
I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. I've had so much fun. I'm so happy this is your first podcast. I actually
know.
feel so honoured.
I feel honoured. This
No,
feels so
I feel
professional.
honoured.
This feels like I'm on like, who's that person?
Don't say Ellen.
No, not Ellen. No, who's that one that's like the really nice one? And she like sits and kneels next to.
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
I'll
Come hold your hands. You're amazing.
Yeah.
You're amazing,
This,
sweetie.
like, this is a profesh setup. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Do well for yourself.
I've got big fucking dreams, and I'm not gonna stop until I get there.
big dreams.
Big pussy dreams.
Big batty dreams.
Oh, Fiorenza, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Slay.
Slay.